All right now. Oh, good. Everything's working. Should be, at least. Okay. Kind of weird. Oh, never mind. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father's shipping painting on the shipping label and address. A warehouse on the docks in the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jiggle. Chill out. How's it going? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna fucking die.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Oh, so I don't actually know if it's that's no biggie. Be the plaything of a hallucination. In case you guys wondering.
This is primitive.
How the fuck? Hold on. What's my... Hold on. I felt like... Hold on. Diary access. Oh, Jay. I must have literally just... Okay, well... So far, I don't know how much I could have technically deviated from everything, so I don't know if this is just like... There's like an optimal way to play, or... You know what I mean? To get certain specific settings, or what have you. Bye, Mint. It says I can almost observe something over there, but not quite. Wait, hold on, what if I... Is there a lean? Gamer lean? No? Okay.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Shut up. Shut up. Let's hold on to this point.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
That is an excellent question, Pierce. I do not know. Ooh, that seems like a ballsy move. Is anything down there that I need to be aware of? Or... I'm assuming this is the only way forward. To enter reconstruction scene. Hold.
What happened here?
Anger, is that right? Should look at this. Hold on. Oh, mental trauma. The submerged city. While investigating the Hawkins warehouse, Pierce entered a partially submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There, something took hold of his arm and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught glimpses of humans and animal bodies, as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it back up to the surface, discovered that rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had wrapped itself around his arm. The vision, nevertheless, disturbed him in his clarity and violence. It seems like I should be more aware of that stuff and try to avoid it, I guess. Also, I like how I'm 3 out of 5 out of most of these things, but I'm still a fucking idiot. I feel like I should have just maxed out a skill. Oh my god, another brain.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I don't
What's
know.
this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Am I doing well? I don't know.
It smells as bad as it looks.
It doesn't look gross. Stop fucking asking. I'll leave on a goddamn want to.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Is that helpful? Should I be writing this down? Am I gonna have to, like, fucking... Am I gonna have to finger someone at the end of this? I'm gonna have to be like, you! Crank that soldier boy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You crank that soldier boy. Alright, alright, I'm back. I have returned! Okay, so we're gonna have a little notepad here. Let's see, I'll try to keep notes of some of this stuff at the very least. I don't know if I have to, or if the game will take care of that, but I feel like I reconstructed everything that's available to me. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of bloodstained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. But its discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Okay.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on.
He's not even that fat. is he?
Smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye
What are you
on
doing
you.
on my turf?
We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Get driven to the Hawkins mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, that thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searchings by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. Police officers willing to drive the detective to Hawkins. I'm sorry, I'm cold. I have to go grab my onesie again. Hold on. Again. I can't ever do this right. Hopefully he doesn't hear me. I gotta get out of here.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Try to write down
Could
notes.
be a problem.
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see.
I just spent half an hour asking
I'll
questions.
go
I'm like, okay, let's hurry this up.
Only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Man, it really takes a lot of points to get these somewhere. So, I don't know. Okay, Officer Bradley, occupation police officer. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's not great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem pretty friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Hawkins Mansion. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of the steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers in the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. So they had mentioned... What the fuck is his name? Yeah, deceased. Got it. The other guy. Okay. Whatever. My sanity seems to be fine. Why do we not go this way, huh? Small wooden whale. A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors make for their children. Interesting.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Seems kind of gloomy.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
He laid me down and slept. I awake. Lord. Little Bibliae verses up in here. Some Bibliae. That give me like a little something extra fucking. Yeah, so I have 2. Man, it just feels like none of these. Like, it feels like you need a lot to get this to a place where you can consistently track stuff.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
We're gonna hold.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Interesting.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Yeah.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile the sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
We have yet to see him. Where could he be lingering, lurking, and, you know, other words that involve being around? Oh, that's just leaves.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Does seem that way, doesn't it, bud?
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then,
Convince the caretaker to help you.
just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Thank you, by the way. Didn't say thank you, just kind of was a prick to him, to be honest. Alright, 864, occupation, caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. Let's inspect this. It's got like a cat. Is that a cat? Let me look around.
Now,
I want to look around a little bit, guy. Jeez. Must be a shack. Let me walk off the edge into the abyss.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
He's got many axes, I guess. You know, on breaks or something.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Oh, interesting. What good does this do? Something to do with the oil? They're all fucking burning weird. Interesting. I do feel as if there's more going on in this place, but doesn't seem like there's a whole lot I can do. So he's got some hot, like, okay. Feels like maybe they're depending on how that dialogue went, there could have been more for me to do, but it doesn't seem like I did that. So not a whole lot here I feel like I can look at this point, so I guess we just go into the manor.
This gate is locked.
Interesting.
Be Pierce, shall we enter?
Can I talk to you?
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard. Okay, yeah, we already read that. I wonder if I could have talked more with Silas, maybe? I don't know. I already used my mulligan when I drank. No drinking!
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Man, my medicine's still really low.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
What does this tell me? Apparently, like, really very little. I'm never gonna fucking know this.
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Is that all I can really gather? Really? Oh, hold on.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Are they eating chunks of Cthulhu? What the fuck is happening? Oh, they're eating the thing. Interesting.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
He didn't eat any of it. The rats have been eating this stuff. Oh, look, a little toy soldier.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just to stop along the way.
We're not interested in this mysterious writing here at all? And, guess I haven't put enough points to realize, oh man, maybe this mysterious note here is something of importance. Okay, Last Supper. Since the fire at the dining room remained intact, the setting allows please be occupied by family members. We come in, minimally etiquette was respected, even in private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table, his wife and son on either side. Over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could be something that happened, or it could be, could confirm the theory of a domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain plates. The meat, mysteriously preserved since then, seems to have been the subject of a dispute between the Hawkins family. Okay.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Just take a look around first. You know, maybe there's a mysterious magazine that's like, oh, actually, if you fucking read this, your medicine becomes infinitely cooler.
They had a fight. Why?
That shoe not a... Okay, I was gonna say.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Interesting. It looks like that might be all we can gather from this. Oh no. Incorrect.
Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
I think we found everything. No, we didn't.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Good job looking out me. I'm a drinker and I'm upset. That's what I imagined. That's what I imagined he said. Anyways, let's get out of here. Brain blast over.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Well, hold on. We fucking said that someone booked it. Was that lamp on before? Booked it out this way. Interesting. Oh, there's a ladder here too. Oh, look at that. Something I missed. Oh, I guess I didn't miss that much, but... We already used our psychology to figure that one out. Oops. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Notes still not of importance.
This door is locked.
Gee, thanks, Captain. Oh, yes. History of medicine. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century. XVII! Have I missed 14 of these things? Or how many of this? This is like what? 13? No, 18. Oh, yeah, practices in the 18th century. It says right there. actually only covers so-called civilized countries. Does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. God damn it, we're almost there, but we're not. Excuse me.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Awfully observant.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Is that what's fucking all around here?
This door is blocked from the outside.
What to do with a drunken sailor? What the fuck? What's that about?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
That's wild.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Hold on. Copy of the novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville, a classic, especially from a family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Nice one. Was there not a thing that said that there was a I could interact with here on the wall, or I thought there was a...
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Human body, a comparative analysis. Precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. For the stupid. I'm still not... Oh my god. I'm a fucking sneezing a fart away from it, but whatever.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
What do you mean? That makes it seem like you guys figured out that that's not the only place he got money. The way you said that. I'm somewhat of a detective myself. The fuck it.
This place was falling apart long before the
If
fire.
you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
This painting bores me, apparently. I'm going to head upstairs. Go look around. What do you do?
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Hold on. Let's keep going.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
But what are the whales they were eating? Isn't that a skill?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
That
There's
to me
something
says I
disturbing
did
about
not
this painting.
understand what I looked at. Fucking stop doing that!
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of
Courageous. Now Jules Verne now? Jules Verne! How's it going down there? Find anything interesting?
a book on hunting whales,
Oh, yeah.
the island's staple diet last century. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Ah, yes, Anton Willard.
Locked.
Goddamn locked door. Huh?
The boys' room. What was going through that boy's mind?
Depravities, most vile. I guess I don't care about that.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
They're being haunted by a ghost.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond.
Before the memories of the Hawkins family.
That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Is that all we can discern from this? Or, it's telling me I can leave. Sometimes that means I've found everything, but sometimes it doesn't. Must be something else I'm missing, but I should go back to the real world. Oh, snap back to reality. All right.
What will her room reveal about her?
What will it, huh?
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressor of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. Barbiturant. My constituent had barbiturates. Interesting. Is that what caused her to go homicidal in her domicile? Oh, I did it!
Perfect.
It's only 5 points though. We're gonna keep holding off for now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins scribbled the kind word to his wife. Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean...
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Let's see. Returned. The Shambler for FS. A gift.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of those most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Factually yours, Maximilian L.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful, though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extracted from Malleus Bestium by Abigail G.
Locked.
Not interested in the giant fucking claw marks, bud? No, of no note. Okay. If you say so, Chief. Suppose I can't make you look through this stuff and look under the bed and really search the shit out of this place, but...
Bradley? Is that you?
Bradley! It wasn't fucking Bradley.
What do you know about
Yeah,
Charles
okay.
Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Okay, well, that's clearly not Bradley, so I don't know if you want to fucking deduce that, or... I don't know if the game didn't expect me to go back, because I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna go back. Fucking scary. God damn it. Stop burning yourself.
Is anyone there?
That looks like that's of me. Occultist!
You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Fucking heading back here. Are you crazy? We didn't check out this room at all. Nothing of note? I come back here for nothing! It's probably miles away. Might have been a small lapse in judgment there, I'll admit. But it was a small one. A small lapse in judgment. It was tiny, it was small.
This door was closed earlier.
What door? What door was closed earlier? Oh, this at the end of the... Oh.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Seems like this came from a log.
A log in a bog next to a frog. Monday, 24th May, 1840. Okay, yeah, Darkwater Island. We sail north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. A few days later, over a week later, I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. 2 days later, we dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only fear God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. And then 3 days after that, we have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal whale song. Hamilton wants it.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Not very well hidden. Fuck off! Damn you, stream bots. Oh, okay. And ban. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
That's okay. We'll get back to it.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
Oh, interesting.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Let's not try to force anything right
It
now.
looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
You can make out any of this?
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy are posing with a third man. They seem close.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
No, I thought I could interact with the book.
It looks like an old seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yeah, I know. This probably has to relate to... Burns a lot of oil. Okay, but I just looked at something. Like, why can I not look at that again? I have 9 points? Oh my god, okay. Oh god, now I feel like I should fucking be doing something.
I must have missed something. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater's shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, interesting. Hold on. Okay, where were the logs? Where are the logs?
There must be a link with the seaway map.
$33.55.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yes, okay, 33.53. Let's go with 33.53. Okay, where the fuck is 30? That doesn't seem right.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Do we have to hit Darkwater? Or do we have to go 33 north, 53 west?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the seaway map.
33, 53. 33 north, 53 west. Oh, hold on.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
That's where they caught the beast!
Well done, Pierce.
Thank you. Thank you. No, 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 no.
Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess. He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
Discover this mansion's secret passage. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken the search the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discover the secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel to the mansion. We'll watch this and then we'll... Oh,
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
no. Okay. That's where we're going to end it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. So far, so interesting. Super cool. Yeah, that's all I got.